Part 3 of story time. High school. Now, it's probably gonna be one of my favorite story times. So yeah. Skyline District 5 is the one that I was going to. Now, most of the kids from 8th grade said that they were going to leave. Most of them stayed. Some of them left. Some of them went to boarding schools. Some of them stayed and went to different high schools in state. I was looking at a few high schools. But I didn't go because I didn't trust myself, because I knew I don't like meeting new people. So yeah. I fucking hate my hair. Fuck it, let's just make a bun today. Yeah, I went to Skyline for high school. It was different, but the only benefit with high school is you don't have to wear a dress coat. You could wear whatever you want. Now me, I pushed that rule, and I always wore red. I'll wear maroon. So yeah, I pushed that rule, and it got to the point where you couldn't wear red. Me and the same kid that got in trouble in 8th grade for wearing red also got in trouble. I had a regular freaking. Hold up. No, hold up. I thought I had a better hair tie. She got bad. But yeah, so I went to this high school. The principal pointed out that we didn't have to wear school uniforms, but he pointed out more to me, as in what I mean by that is he directed it towards me. So yeah. But before going to high school, I've been told not to go to Skyline for high school. Although, like, it was my school, it was where I'd been for 4 years, so I stayed. And yeah. See if I can still do this. But yeah. By the way, my room has changed around a little. So yeah. Yeah, I cleaned my whole room. See, I'm getting distracted again. But yeah. That happened. I went shopping today. So yeah, got some food. Went shopping tomorrow. Bro, this could be one whack ass bun. Yeah, it's whatever. Yeah, I went shopping. Going shopping tomorrow. Going shopping Friday. And then we're throwing a party Saturday. I'm not gonna be a ticket because it's just a little kickback party. So yeah, so I ended up going to school there, and I started getting in trouble. And yeah, it is 3:30. My video is gonna be going live. Should be going live in a couple of minutes or a couple of hours. Who knows? Depends. Yeah. By the way, there's a door. So there's those two doors. And then there's that door. I am so getting distracted. I'm terrible at this. So yeah, went to Skyline. Most of my friends stayed. Some of them left. Pretty chill. Started getting in trouble again. And everybody took it weird because I just didn't do anything. I didn't like doing my work. Anything. About the month of August, I lost my friend. And it hit me hard. And like hard. Like shit like really changed. Like I wasn't myself again. So yeah. I don't really drink Coke at all. But yeah. It's crazy. Then I just really started to give up. I mean, I wasn't doing no work. I was getting in trouble. I got kicked out of a class on a Friday. I didn't even have to go to school on a Friday. And I got kicked out of my science class in the first 5 minutes. All because I was leaning back in my chair. And now, he's like, do it again, you're gonna get sent to the office. I did it again. He picks up the phone. I like right when he picked up the phone, right when he started walking to the phone, I started just packing up my stuff. And he said, and then he got on the phone and I walked out of the classroom. And I was like, didn't really matter. So yeah, I got kicked out of his class twice. One for just talking, and the second one was for leaning back in the chair. So yeah, in the first quarter, I didn't do almost anything. Didn't really do my math work. Didn't really do my writing. I never did my writing. As a matter of fact, I never did my writing once. Although in writing class we didn't really write. We mostly watched the movies, and like it was a pretty chill class. Everybody chilled on their phone. Nobody was. Yeah, I sat in the corner of the room of majority of all my classes. And yeah. So yeah. That happened. Month of September came by, and I was partying a lot. Always partying every week. And it was crazy. I remember one week, partied so hard on a Monday, and I didn't go to school the next morning. It was like during Native American week. I partied hard that Monday on the 16th of September. And it turns out I got in a fight with one of my classmates' brothers, and yeah, that caused a little drama, but me and his class and me and the classmates, we could boil over any problem that we have. They turn more, oh my god. Never use thin ass hair ties. But yeah, got in a fight with him and it caused drama. Had my cousins, not my cousins, had my boy's funeral. People were trying to fight at the funeral. Not me. And these people, me and my people were close to this boy, like straight, like always hanging out and everything. so we didn't take that shit. Like, we're fighting at the funeral and shit. So yeah, my cousin ended up stepping up to this one boy who's actually my other cousin. So I was also biased. I ain't say nothing. So yeah. Um, um, yeah. And I didn't go to school next morning because I was at the funeral. That whole day of the services, I stayed at the gym because we had the services at the gym. Stayed the whole night with them. Everybody was chilling, doing their own thing. Did a run at 5 a.m. about 2 miles straight, just running it from the school to like the graveyard, which is about like 2 miles ish. Yeah. Um, and yeah, I didn't go to school the next morning. My friends knew why I didn't go to school the next morning, and they were cool with it. Now, I'm the type of person, like, if something has to do with my name at school, I will hear about it either way. One way or another, it will come to me. Even if I'm not even anywhere near the situation, it will it will come to me because I just got people, especially at school. Like, I wouldn't say I'm one of the more popular kids because you can't be popular at school. That's just stupid. I was more like the well-known kids at school because I ended up making a name for myself at school. So yeah, but like in my own way. So yeah. Um, so yeah, anything that had to do with my name, I would hear about it. I was chilling at home, and I got word from people that the same person that was supposedly gonna start a fight at the wake was saying, putting my name out there at school. And I was like, oh, okay, so I know I was looking forward to Sunday the next morning. Um, I already knew something was up. I already was going into the day like knowing something was up. So yeah, lunch comes around. Boy comes up to me, starts tripping. Yeah, it's my same cousin. He came up to me, started tripping, and I wasn't gonna do shit because at the same time I had my knife on me that day. And I was so tempted to do something, but I just can't. I don't like to fight unless I am. I can't say it. Yeah. Unless I'm like really really fucking mad. So yeah, and I don't really get mad. So yeah. Yeah, me and him went at it for like a week, just for like the rest of the week. And Monday comes by. I was sitting in the office because every morning throughout the whole school year, I would have to go to the office in the morning and sit there. I was forced by the school to take my meds at school. That's why I had to go there. Because they wanted to make sure I had them and I took them. I was chilling there. He comes up and then he sits in the chair right next to me, and then me and him just straight talk that shit up. You know, you can't, no matter what, like, these guys could be your friends or your family. You have to talk shit out. That's grown shit right there, talking shit out. Yeah. So yeah, me and him, we're cool. We shook on it. It's just how we were. So yeah. See what else went on at school. I made a lot of new friends and I made a lot of enemies. Some of my friends who I call family, I don't like using the term friends at all. Like, only words I would use with friends are like close friends or like best friends. That's the only time I would use the word friends. So yeah, these people, kids were in my class, I call them family. You always gonna have problems with classmates either way. drama happened. We got over it. We stuck together. So yeah. Um, in the first blocks, I had PE, a computer like learning process thing on in the computer lab to like learning strategies. Yeah, I had that. And then your normal math, history, reading, and science. Yeah, yeah. Those are my first classes. My first four classes of the school year. Now I only my first six classes. Now, because the learning strategies in the PE were what the fuck was that word? Like not curricular classes, but like I don't know. There's like a word that they use for it that like you just pick. So yeah, we had that classes. Not only pass those two classes, the non like curricular classes I passed those with a C. Um, in all my other classes I had F's. Now I didn't really go to school. I missed 9 days in the first block, and I always had like weapons on me. I always had a knife on me. I had a box cutter on me. Everybody knew. The whole class knew. So everybody was chill. You know, like you're from here. You shit happens. So yeah, everybody knew. Everybody seen it. I let other kids hold it. So yeah, and it was normal for me to have a knife. So yeah, let's just get to a point where I get kicked out. Or is there anything else? Yeah, there's a few things else. So, so me and three of my classmates from last year and the year, a couple years before, we're talking, and one conversation we had over text is where like, who was gonna be the first one to like get into ISS or who's the first one to get kicked out, and we're like, oh, like we're all picking who. Me and that same boy that got in trouble for wearing red, we both got in trouble. And then the same boy that was in the conversation with us, he comes in after and into the office with us. Turns out us three got in the ISS the same day. Now, our friend, he had less days than me, and then my other friend who got in trouble for wearing red got less days than me. I had to have a meeting until I could return back to class. Now, when I was coming up to my meeting, I took the day off before to my the day before my meeting. I took a day off, and later on, I turned to find out that they kicked back my meeting to the day after. So I took the next day off. So yeah, after that meeting, I go back to class, and I was like mad. So yeah, weeks after that, I was quiet. I kept to myself. I sat on the floor. Most of my classes, I sat on the floor. So yeah. Um, now I was still not doing anything, not doing nothing with my classwork. Now it comes to the block. In the middle of break, I decided to go take a college tour to GCU, Grand Canyon University. It was like my first college tour ever. So yeah, I go and then it was a pretty good campus. I like it. I would probably go to college there. So yeah, we go back to school and our classes switched. Now our curricular classes um, just changed, and then our what the fuck was that word? I don't know. It's a word. If y'all know what that word means, tell me. So yeah, um, or like, oh fuck, I'm trying to think of it. Like they're like extra credit classes. Like I don't know. But yeah, they switch you down from PE and learning strategies um to the fuck was it? Like a life skills class. Yeah, it was a life skills class and art. Now everybody had like their own table, their own group all sat together. I so there's like a table, and another table, and then a table, and then there was like the teacher's table, and then there was my table, and then there was another table. All of all of the tables were filled, and I was the only one in the whole class that sat by myself for art. And then in writing, I sat on the floor, and I did the same thing I'm doing for my YouTube channel. I wrote a story about where I grew up. I wrote a story about my elementary, and I wrote a story for my middle school. So the days go on, and it got to the Wednesday after, the same week after I got done with my college tour. I had another meeting at the school, and I go in, and I wrote the fucking middle school one. I wrote the middle school story. I was like all hyped. I thought I was gonna get into writing the next one. Um, that's like the only class I ever did anything in that class was writing. Cause I got into writing like bullshit rhymes, like just beats that would pop up in my head, and I would just sit there listening to music, and the teacher was cool with it. One time, a kid got caught with a speaker in writing in English in writing class. Yeah, so yeah, um, yeah. And some days when I wasn't at school, I had like another student on campus in that class in writing class because I know I could call that hour, and I would just talk to kids around. So yeah. Um, so yeah. I went to my meeting, and at this meeting, it got me mad. So I took out the knife and I put it inside of my pants pocket. So like this pocket, I just stuck it right there, put on my pants. So yeah, I just stuck it right there, and I walked out and I walked back in the gym. And I was having a meeting with one of the ISBs, and like my counselor, my mentor, my case manager. I had a meeting with them. I go in the gym, sit down. One of the ISB staff comes out, and then he pulls me out and he says, "Do you have a knife on you?" And I was like, "Yeah, why?" And he goes like, "Let me see it." So I give it to him. He's like, "You know we're gonna have to tell the school, right?" And I was like, "Yeah, go for it." I come back in. I started shaking my leg because I was just mad, and that's what I do. I was just shaking my leg, shaking my leg. And I made my closest friend, the same person that's mom that considers me as her son. She got mad at me because I was shaking my leg and I was shaking the table, and I was so mad that it didn't really pop in my head that I was getting her irritated. And she yells at me, and then she goes sits on the other side, and then like I was shaking my leg so much that it was shaking both sides of the table. We go to next hour, and I was doing the same thing. I was shaking my leg, which is our science class. And I was just waiting the whole time. I was like, "What's taking them for so long? Like, why ain't they pulling me out now?" They didn't pull me out until last hour. Until like halfway through last hour class, the dean of students comes in, and he pulls me out. And yeah, um, he was like, "You know why you're here?" And I was like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah." Blah blah this, blah 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 that. He said you have two options. You can either withdraw and go to another school, or you can get expelled and not go to another school until the rest of the school year. So I took the withdrawal just so I can go to another school. Um, So yeah, and I just go sit down back in the um in the office. I was just crying because I messed up. Like I like actually messed up, and I wasn't crying because like I'm more like I upset my family. I was crying more because my friends. I've messed up with my friends. It hurt me a lot because I lost all my friends. I never seen them since then. I've I got withdrawn January. No, fuck! I'm thinking of my birthday. I got withdrawn October 24th. I know that day will always be in my mind. So yeah, one of the other stupid things that were going on before I left was my friends, these girls, decided to put a restraining order on me. It was like this bullshit paper about like having to go to court and everything. It was like just like this thing that they wanted to do in like the cafeteria, and then I ran into the girl. She's the girl that put the restraint on me. She was the last girl I seen before I got on the bus, and she was the first girl to know, like, in person that I was leaving. I was like fully done with Sky. So yeah, I get on the bus and I was like still crying, in one of my classmates. So one of the boys that we got in trouble for a red. He's like, dude, like, what's wrong? I was like, dude, like, I'm done, like, I'm not coming back. He was like, what, for real? And I was like, yeah. So yeah, and I go home crying, and just because like I was upset, and I was like really upset with myself because I wouldn't be able to see my friends. My friends were everything to me, and they still are everything to me. So yeah, and that's basically the story of how my high school went. Now I've been out of high school for almost 2 months now. On the 24th of my birthday, it will be 3 months. 3 months I've been out of school. Now, the next video is going to be, what am I going to do since I'm out of school? And what the future holds. So, same thing. I'm not going to ask for likes. I don't really care about likes. I told y'all that. It's about a 28-minute video. So yeah. Just comment, edit video suggestions, edit story time videos y'all want me to tell. Like I said, I'll tell anything. So yeah. Just subscribe. We're at 10 subscribers. Last video I said let's get to 10 subscribers, and we did it. And our watch time in minutes is over 130 minutes. We have over almost 60 views. So shout out to y'all. Like, same thing. Hit me up on my Instagram, my Facebook, my Snapchat. I don't get on my Snapchat that much, but if I do, yeah, I'll find out. Yeah. Let's see what else. Yeah. By the way, 42.5% of the people watching my video are from the U.S. And there are 57.5 people watching in other different countries. So yeah, that's one thing y'all should know. But I'm out. Check y'all later.